And we are live for the Spin and Win 200 in Southern California at Auto Club Speedway, the track that should still exist. Dang it. But it does in iRacing. I am Joshua Coppernoll. I'm joined by Jonathan Parker. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Josh.
That's good. Should be a really exciting one. We had a great race last week at Daytona, the season opener of Season 6 for the AmsOil Truck Series. It was pretty chaotic, and David Durand coming away with the win in that one.
Yeah, he ended a little bit of a drought there. Gets the season off to a good start. Now he could just hunt for even more wins, and that should just help him out, carry momentum as the year goes by.
This is his second season opening win and fourth win in the BSR Truck Series. And as you see him coming to a sliding halt in the inside wall pit lane. There's just under 4.5 minutes left in practice. David Durand currently sitting P5 on the practice charts. So, I was not around last week. Normally I'm a racer in this series. I wasn't around for anything. I was celebrating my mom's birthday. So this is, my first opportunity. I'm really getting to see these guys now, and some of them are in new numbers, and I'm probably going to screw it up. It's weird seeing Brett in the 6. I'm going to be looking for the 47, and even though Nick Kapiak doesn't race in this series anymore and hasn't, I still might be trying to call Nick Kapiak driver of the 6. That might be fighting words, I don't know, but Matthew...
I think we've smoothed those over, haven't we?
Matthew Stott's in the 07, Cole Snyder in the 17. Stotts was in the 17 last season. That might be a little interesting, but...
That's not that crazy for me, because he's a huge Clint Boyer fan, and obviously he used to drive the 07 early in his career, so maybe that's a little homage to that, so I can get that right in my mind.
I think honestly, and I was talking about this earlier to a couple of people, Cole Snyder, we're really used to seeing him in pizza and wings branding in NAOR, and a little bit in PLX now on Friday nights. So I'm not so. If I look at the 17 and I see pizza and wings on it, it might be a little bit easier for me not to automatically go to Stotts on that one. But I don't know.
Me seeing him in the number 17, a Ford, that just doesn't confuse my brain. I'm used to seeing him in a 24 Chevrolet. I'm kind of a little used to it just because I was here last week, but yeah, that threw me for a trip.
Those drivers, Stotts sitting third currently. He actually, Stotts, that is Michigan, last season's Michigan winner. And Snyder currently sitting P10 in practice here, now just under 2 minutes. So I'm going to ask that great question there, JP. Who is your pick to win?
Yeah, this is a little peculiar because we don't have Ethan Fonseca Moreno here. He's usually the low-hanging fruit. I'm going to pick last season's winner, Justin Durand. He's very good at these very big speedways, and he knows how to get it done, and I think he's going to get his season off to a great start.
I liked it better when I always asked before we went on air who my color commentator's pick to win is. So yeah, I had it ready. Justin was my pick. But I'm gonna go. Actually, I've got this next guy on mind already. And I'm gonna go with Cameron Caldwell. He has won here before, season 1. And it was actually a season that started off, it had Cam winning both 2-mile racetracks Auto Club and Michigan, and saw him taking home the championship as well. Cam didn't race last week. I didn't even know he was racing tonight until maybe about an hour ago. But I think Cam, this is a track he really loves. I mean, he did live about a couple minutes away from this track for so long. I think this is one of his better tracks. Look for Cam. He's currently sitting 17th in practice to get the win tonight.
I just want you to know also, you're under some pressure with your pick because I picked the winner last week, so I already got one up on you and Dawson. So it should be a lot of fun to see if you guys can catch up to me.
Well, Cam just ate the wall. But I'll tell you, I'll be out on the track more than I'll be broadcasting, so I think it's okay if I don't catch up to you. I mean, well, wait a minute. For Cameron Caldwell and for Cameron Caldwell fans out there, I did not mean what that just sounded like. We are into qualifying.
He's rooting for Cameron Caldwell tonight, I promise.
I am. I was just saying, in the later weeks, you can take off. I'm not going to catch you in the later weeks. Tonight, I'll tie you. Let's do it. Qualifying is getting underway before I, dig myself more into a hole here. So let's take a look at qualifying. And first one out on track is going to be Ryan Bogey.
He's got a win at the sister track over in Michigan a few seasons back. And I've noticed he tends to run pretty good at this racetrack, so let's let him have an okay run.
Yeah, Bogey has been impressive on the 2-milers. And, I mean, I know we did our picks to win. I don't know where Bogey was in practice there, but I have a feeling that Bogey is one that's going to be up there for a challenge as well. As long as, just keeps the truck clean and gets there at the end.
That's been a problem for him, and it's not really been his fault. Usually, things that's happening around him, he doesn't usually cause the issues, but usually the issues find him. If he could just get a little stroke of luck, he'll get the finish that he deserves.
Yeah, exactly. Bogey is an incredible sim racer. He just doesn't have results that really show for it. For, as you mentioned, I mean, things that are just not in his control. Fifth quick right now out of 12 that have taken a time. 40.275 was his first lap. He's actually put the left sides down on the apron there in turn 3. And it's going to be not quicker. P6 is his current position.
Yeah, here it's tougher to go quicker on that second lap with how long the track is and how abrasive this surface is. Those second laps, you have to really mess up your first lap for the second lap to be any quicker.
Alex Kerfan coming to the line. I think this will be his first lap here. And P20, 40.561. Fan crossed the line first last week, but
it's all for naught.
Yeah, crossed below the or passed below the WLO line. Had to let him take it away. Heartbreaking fashion.
Yeah, and that was one of those things where I could see why he went down there. If he would have stayed, they were 4 wide, and that's very tough to do at Daytona. I could see why, but you got to get forced down there first and then make the pass. You can't just avoid it, avoid the potential crash before it even really transpires in front of you there, which it's a shame, but knowing that you were in position to win, even that can give you some momentum, and we talk about his luck all the time.
Yeah.
If he can, if he can stay out of trouble, you know he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Kerfan, former Michigan winner in this series. Again, this track, sister track of Michigan, both 2-mile D-shaped ovals. The only difference, other than the fact that one is in Michigan, the other used to be in California, is 4 degrees less banking here at 14 degrees. Michael Kruger, last week's pole sitter. He just took his first lap. He's sitting at 24th position, 40.381. Fuller is at the top of the board right now.
Yeah, lap time is holding up very well.
40.144. He, correct me if I'm wrong, I think he started second last week. David Duran jumps to the top of the board, though.
He's going to be starting second this week, it
and
looks like.
Kruger P3.
Wow.
So David Duran jumps to the top of the board just before the session ends, and then Kruger to P3. And now, we are getting ready to go racing.
Talk about momentum.
I wish I could tell you what that's like. Starting on the pole, it is David Duran. And to his outside, Nathan Fuller. Starting third, it is going to be Michael Kruger. Tristan Maher starting in fourth. Fifth place, Justin Rott. Jonathan Jurgensmeyer starts sixth. Seventh, it is Brett Bennett. And William Kempf in eighth. P9, it'll go to, once this loads, Alex Kerfan. And Gabe Cazzola will start P10.
Starting in row 6, we've got Cole Snyder and Jamie Wright. In row 7 is former champion Alonso Chicano and Sean Cassane. Starting in row 8 is Justin Duran and Cameron Caldwell. Starting in row 9 is Ryan Bogey and Hunter McDivitt. And rounding out your top 20 is Rivers Jones and Cody McCorkle.
21st, it is going to be Matthew Stotts with Levi Poland in 22nd. 23rd, Stephen Maggio, and 24th, Josh Arnold. 25th, Duncan Fall. Tyler Watermelon starts 26th. 27th, it is going to be Nathan Lehman. 28th, Micah Walls. 29th, it is going to be Harold Tucker. Christopher Melton starting in 30th.
Running out the field will be Pete Dillon and Roy Crump.
So that is the starting grid for the Spin and Win 200 here at Auto Club. Take a look at the race analysis. It is 100 laps tonight. Clear weather, actually sitting at 75 degrees Fahrenheit track temp, 73 ambient. Wind blowing 10 miles per hour to the west, so they're going to have a headwind going down the back straightaway. Yes. Trucks are now rolling off of pit road, getting ready. Put on a great show, I would imagine. And man,
yeah, this track never disappoints.
No, not at all. And you and I were talking, we both really wish we were out there. This track, it is so fun. Of course, me being a Michigander, loving Michigan, this track, it's definitely got a special place in my heart as well. Just not as cool.
Yeah, I've had a lot of special moments at Auto Club. A lot of firsts seem to come here for me, and it's just I've always gelled well with it. I never thought I would, and it just always happens. So.
So it looks like Roy Crump is going to start from the pits. Pace truck is in. David Duran going to lead us to the green. Green flag is in the air. We're underway here at Auto Club. Oh, we've already got a spin! William Kempf, I believe. Looks like Cuddy McCorkle was sideways. Let's see what happened to Kempf.
I think he just lost it on his own. I don't think there was any contact.
The 89 of Jamie Wright. Yep, that is Jamie Wright still. Just want to make sure. Got into him a little bit after Kempf was already sideways.
Yeah, Josh Arnold got a pretty big lick of that.
Oh, yeah. Who else got him? That was Hunter McDivitt. Oh, Justin Duran was around. How did he go around?
Well, that's terminal damage for him.
Oh, he got into the back of Caldwell. Caldwell got in the back of Chicano. Duran went hard into the wall. And the 99, I'm not sure who that is just yet. Rivers Jones. He also got damage. So a big stack up in trying to avoid all of that.
Yeah, all that just trying to avoid the mayhem ahead, and all those radius trucks they just accordion stacked up, and there was almost nothing Justin Duran could do. And one of the favorites is out of contention immediately.
Right. Yeah, that's it's not how you want to start off the race at all. Justin Rand, you see he's got no nose.
Truck was smoking too. It's usually a bad sign, even in real life, but in the game it's usually pretty cut and dry. It's gonna take a while to fix that damage.
See Harold Tucker also without a nose. In the back of pit road. There's a shot of just him. Not very good camera angles on pit road. Roy Crump. He is be a wave around, and juice cone is happening. David Duran and Fuller take the high line. This is going to give the bottom to Michael Kruger. Now Kruger, he was part-time last season. He is returned to full-time, and he's kind of sort of found himself a new team after Chicano Motorsports. Alonzo Chicano and I did a lot of talking. Actually, it was mostly Cameron Caldwell and I doing a lot of talking about this team, and we decided to kind of merge. And so Kruger now is on Chicano Motorsports with PBR Manufacturing. So Alonzo and I, co-owners of that team. Alonzo is still with Radius, but Michael Kruger, Tristan Maher, a couple of the drivers on that team, Zach Probst, Adam Kuhn, myself are the others. But we're getting ready to restart. David Rand and Michael Kruger on the front row. Pace truck is in. And inside the restart zone, green flag is out. David Rand, he got a big jump. We are 3 wide for third. Justin Rutt underneath Maher and Fuller. He's going to lose some momentum down the back straightaway. Still 3 wide with Gabe Kazola and Brett Bennett.
This track, they're going to be fanning out for a while. Looking for clean air, looking for space to go to get some forward momentum.
Alex Kerfan down on the apron, getting a push from Kassane. But we do have a battle for the race lead. Kruger all over the tailgate of David Durand. Kruger holding the bottom a little bit better than Durand is, but Durand, great job powering up on exit to hold on over the hold on to the position over Michael Kruger. If I can talk, Kruger now looking to the inside.
Yeah, so tires wear, this dirty air is going to make it even harder to gain track position. So you got to get it now. You can't really be as patient as you used to be able to with this physics update that came out last season.
Kruger going to take the race lead. Maher trying so hard to get around his. He's going to go around! Still spinning. Now Nathan Fuller, he's going to save his truck. And we've got another spin as well in Rivers Jones. It looks like Nathan Lehman.
I saw Maggio go around too. Wow.
Looks like maybe a little bit of contact with Fuller. Fuller was sideways. Great save. And Brett Bennett got into the wall just a little bit as well.
I don't know if Nathan Fuller misjudged that, but yeah, like you said, just touched Tristan Maher ever so slightly, and it's hard to make grip when your rear tires aren't on the ground. It just sends Tristan Maher around.
Okay, that's where my confusion was. It wasn't Rivers Jones that was involved. It was Stephen Maggio. I don't know if trading paints, it's not working, but I see a 99. Or
Maggio should be in a 51 truck. He is for me. Super chips. What happened to him is Bogey was checking up for the wreck, because I mean it was pretty close in front of him, and just Steve Maggio didn't get checked up in time. Probably locked the rears and went for a little ride.
It's Michael Kruger now up front in this race, and one of my most memorable moments of broadcasting this league came right here at this track, and actually two of my drivers battling for the win in Michael Kruger and Joseph Lester. He was driving the number 4 at the time. They were battling for the win. Lester got into Kruger for a bump and run, got around him, and took the win. And Kruger, I know that really stung for him. Big competitor, coming off a win at Daytona as well at the time. He really wanted to start, or add another win right away. but he still held on. Got a great finish. Had a really good season, too. And ever since then, I mean, Kruger has had an incredible drive in the AmsOil Truck Series. You know, as mentioned, he was part-time last season, turning full-time this season, and he wants to keep going from where he's had success and keep at it.
Yeah, week in, week out. Doesn't matter the track type. Michael Kruger is a force to be reckoned with. It's awesome to see that he's full-time this season. I didn't know that until just now. I didn't know if he was still on a partial schedule, but it's good to see him be full-time again.
Yeah, he actually was in college. Finished up with college right now on an internship, working at Speed Park? Is that what it's called? It's down in Tennessee. It's anyway, he's gotten Saturdays off so that he can race Saturday nights and try to add a championship to all the wins that he has.
He'll sure be one of the favorites this season.
So he actually chose the bottom. Pace truck is in. And it is going to be Michael Kruger as the control truck inside the restart zone. Green flag is back out. I see 4 wide. I don't even know who those drivers are.
Kruger got a great launch, but David Duran was able to work back to the outside of him. David Duran's going to go way to the top.
Trying to use the high line momentum. He was not clear. Kruger, that is, of David. David was able to get side by side. Now David challenging for the race lead. He did lead that lap.
It doesn't shock me to see he was one of the first people to go way to the high side, up there in 3 and 4. Always loves working that top side. I always look for him to be the first one up there. It's always a lot of fun to watch him run the top. Whoa, big block. I think that is something by Tom Cassane.
Battle for second is Fuller and Kruger. And I think Fuller right now has the advantage. Being on the top, he does. And now Justin Roth trying to get around Michael Kruger as well. Kruger wanting to find a spot, get in line. But look at Fuller. He's going to get the lead with a slide job. David, a little bit of contact.
Pushed him while he was moving and got Nate Fuller a little upset, but no harm, no foul.
These trucks are so hard to pass with the package that we're given. It can be real frustrating as a driver, I'll tell you that. And right now, David Rand, he wants to continue to control this race. But it is going to be tough with Fuller running that high line. But if he goes wide like that, this might help David Durant. Justin Roth trying to get in the picture. Oh, contact, Roth Fuller.
Yeah, that was almost disastrous. Abe Gasol doing a great job of working his way up to the front, just kind of. It's funny, earlier I said you can't really be patient with this package because it's, like we talked about, it's tougher to pass than it looks, and it's actually making it look pretty easy right now.
When you get to that high line, you can make it pass. You can pass real easy. The problem is, it's going to wear the tires out a lot. Now you see David Rand falling back with Gabe Cazzola. I mean, just on a tear on that outside line. What's he going to do here? He stays high. Can't really go low. And actually, I mean, he does go pretty low. A little bit of contact there. They're keeping it straight.
Yeah, that was a good save. And, yeah, you mentioned that. On that top side, yeah, you can make a pass, but you got to kind of use that sparingly because it just with the package we're given, it just wears tires more than using the preferred line on the bottom. So you just kind of have to pick and choose your battles.
I see a name in the top 5 that kind of surprised me to see. He gained 2 positions that last lap. That is Cole Snyder, currently P4.
He's doing a great job. Started 11th, and you know he's going to give it 100% all the time.
We got a battle for the race lead. Gabe Cazzola on the outside of Nathan Fuller.
He's there.
He's gonna take the lead. And he clears Fuller. Fuller got a shot from David, though. Fuller not giving up. Oh, Cazzola.
Cazzola ran a little wide there. Yeah, that was tough.
Fuller tried to get to the outside, not going to. Cazzola fills that gap. And David Rand just absolutely challenging Gabe Cazzola right now.
And this is the tough part about being on the bottom, especially once it starts to get a little strung out. Everyone's on that top side, so David Rand there had no draft help. He loses the spot to Nathan Fuller, and he's going to have to get back in line.
Fuller now trying to hold off, but Fuller once again. And look at McCorkle. He is driven up there. He is now P4. McCorkle, he's got a couple wins in BSR. Winner last season at Rockingham. You know he's hungry to continue to add wins. Look at David. David all the way up in the 4th lane.
I'm feeling he might go a little higher before the night's over. Okay. And use that momentum, get to the underneath Gabe Cazzola, excuse me.
And David trying. Is he going to try a slider? He's going to slide up. There it is. Cazzola with the crossover.
It's going to be about, can David keep Gabe Cazzola pinched down, or he'll just use the momentum from the way high side. I should have known he was going to do that.
If David can get a run off here and get back side by side with Cazzola,
he's got that.
He's got it. He did a great job not allowing Cazzola to complete the pass with the crossover. Actually stayed side by side with him. And one thing I was definitely worried about entering tonight, broadcasting is happening. Hopefully it sorts itself out. We currently are good. 3 wide for the race lead. David Rand up top. Cazzola in the middle. Fuller backs out.
Yeah, hopefully everything stays A-okay because these guys are just going back and forth, just throwing haymakers at each other every lap.
I would hate for myself to miss watching this. I know I want everybody watching to be able to see this. And JP, I know you have no idea what I was just talking about, but everybody started blinking on my end, but we are solid now. Oh, and David Rand is the race leader. And we are coming up on the end of the stage. Remember, that is at the conclusion of lap 25. Gabe Cazzola sending it into the corner, going to try a slider, but David Durant is there.
David's doing such a good job keeping that high line rolling. Only needs to do that for about 3 more laps.
Yeah. Oh, they are so tight on each other.
Ethan Fuller looks like he wants to go anywhere that's paved. He almost stuck it in a hole that didn't exist.
There's so much racing going on throughout the entire field. This battle for the lead is just insanity. One thing I absolutely love about these tracks, they are so wide. The groove is anywhere you can find it.
especially once you get that older pavement like Michigan 09, you can use that high side too. It's a lot. That track's a lot of fun too.
Fuller looking to the inside of David Rand as he got clear of Gabe Cazzola. Fuller not quite wrapping that apron, but pretty close to it. He's going to have a run, maybe side by side, nose to nose. Now at his door. Is he going to be able to send it? Maybe slide. Yeah, there was contact there. David pinching Fuller down. This is a great move from David. Oh, somebody caught the wall. That was McCorkle.
They're still door banging on the white flag of the stage.
So David Rand currently has position. Fuller, he might be aggressive here, trying to get it. Fuller almost clear, not quite. Oh, they're making contact in the back.
It was Chicano who caught the wall.
Through 3 and 4. Fuller
clear.
Fuller clears.
Crossover.
David Rand with crossover. It's going to be close. I think Fuller might get it. Fuller does. Fuller wins the stage.
Yeah, I think you got it. Wow, that was just from the stage too. That's amazing.
Fuller, Durant, Cazzola, Bogey, McCorkle, Chicano, Kruger, Maggio, Juergensmeyer, and Justin Rott. Nathan Fuller. He is one of the drivers that are very aggressive. He is a lot of fun to watch, though.
Yeah, and when I said anywhere that is paved, excuse me, I was referencing some of those moves he makes. Yeah, that's that aggression. But it pays off. It might get him in trouble sometimes, but that's how he's able to be competitive in these races.
And we're going to let him pit if he chooses to. I assume he will. And then we'll pull him in for an interview.
I'd be shocked if anyone that's on the lead lap stays out.
I mean, I've seen some crazy things.
I wouldn't want to roll down this back straightaway and have that on my tires compared to the rest of the field being on fresh tires. That's how worn out this place is.
I mean, I fully agree. I'm pitting here if I'm in the race. But again, I've seen some crazy things. And it does appear everybody is coming. Pit road speed is 55 miles per hour. You saw a couple cars on screen fly past the camera. Those are lap trucks, Maher and Lehman. Maher is the free pass. And the race off pit road, it is going to be won by Fuller followed by Cazzola. And I think David Rand might have got third. Hey, Nathan Fuller's boys in the booth. Got a copy?
I got a copy.
What a stage! What a battle you had for the stage win there with David and Gabe. And McCorkle was right up there, challenging as well.
He was lurking.
Yeah. But you claimed the stage win here tonight at Auto Club. You've got a really strong truck out there. What's it going to take to keep it up there the rest of the race?
I mean, it's just gonna be racing right into the run with everybody, trying to keep it clean and not get wrecked. You know, we had that early incident with Maher, but you know, it's a hard fight up here. The four trucks up front are all on each other like bread on butter. So it's gonna be a tight race. We'll see what we can do with it.
Alrighty, we'll let you get back up there, and maybe we'll talk to you a little bit later.
Thank you much. Have a good one, guys.
And that was stage winner Nathan Fuller, who is going to choose the outside here. David Rand taking the inside. Gabe Cazzola. He's going to restart from the outside of row 2. Now I do want to say, and I might need a whole lot more time to say this than what I'm going to be given, and I'm not going to take too long to say it, but I am glad to see that Cazzola is back. If you know the history, you might think I'm crazy for saying it. But honestly, I'm the one that said, hey, the craziness of Gabe Cazzola and I, that was so long ago. I don't have a problem with him. If he wants to come back and race, and the rest of everybody thinks he should, or, you know, can, let's bring him back. It's Gabe Cazzola already doing a great job tonight, showing that he wants to compete for wins here too. We do see him on Tuesday nights in Slide Job. And right now, JP, he looks like a force to be reckoned with.
He's doing a great job. He's refined his racecraft. He's done a great job. And as we've seen on Tuesday nights, and he's putting on display again tonight.
The pace truck is in. Nathan Fuller. It'll lead us to the restart zone. And the green flag back out. Cazzola, I think, got an even better restart than Fuller did. He is all over the back tailgate. David Rand jumps up into line.
Outstanding restart. He probably went kind of late in the box, and Gabe kind of keyed in on that, and he's at the advantage.
Gabe Cazzola to the outside, just holding on. Fuller doing a great job making sure he doesn't get passed by Cazzola. I think Cazzola went too high there.
Yeah, Nathan Fuller hit that corner very well, too. Keep the lead. Kana's doing a great job of moving his way up, too.
Alonso Chicano, former champion, currently P4. Alonso Chicano, he used to be the winningest driver on JCTV. He's got a lot of wins. We broadcasted a lot of his wins. And, you know, he wants to continue to add on to those numbers and try to beat some guy named Jonathan Parker for most wins on JCTV. Take over the top spot there. These guys have decided to calm down now.
Yeah.
First side-by-side battle it is for 7th place. Kerfan's going to take it from Cameron Caldwell, and Bogey looks to the inside.
I guess that's... Gabe Cazzola look for the lead. Part of that is, you know, you got to do close to a full fuel run now, because that last stage, especially with all the cautions at the beginning, was just a sprint, and you didn't have to worry as much about tires, so you just kind of went for it.
3 wide for the race lead. And a slow truck. That is Tristan Maher just ahead. They're now 2 wide for the lead. David Arand, the outside of Fuller. And Alonso Chicano following David Arand. Tristan was looking like he was struggling to turn. I thought he was about to get in front of the field.
Yeah. This wounded truck, yeah, he's going to give way.
Oh, he's sliding up the track! Sideways, he saves it, now in front of Rott. Oh, there. Oh, man.
And I guess this is my fault for even bringing it up during qualifying.
Ryan Bogey.
Yeah.
Justin Rott.
Trying to get out of the way. He is in the... That bottom is kind of where you want to be, but he was getting out of the way nonetheless. It wasn't even that big a contact between Gazzola and Maher. Just, he came down and pinched him a little too hard. Justin Maher trying to save the truck. Justin Rock made his decision already, and it was just nowhere to go after that. When I talk about, this is what I talk about Ryan Bogey. Nothing he did wrong. It's wrong place, wrong time.
He's got the worst luck.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely had nothing. He was having a great run tonight, and we saw him peaking in the top 5, running top 5, top 10 all night. And literally was just running his own lane and nowhere to go.
So, split decision on pit road. Olin, Snyder, Arnold, Bogey, Jones, Rott, Melton, and Dillon come down pit road. David Arand. The race leader over Fuller and Chicano.
And this is a weird place for tires, and because you want to, let's say 7-8 laps, and that's a decent chunk of time here. But you only have a limited amount of tire sets, so it's just about where those cautions are going to fall.
I agree. I feel like this is a track that you can kind of think that it's not going to be a caution fence. You can have the mindset here that this would be a track where you can have a long green flag run at any time. And we saw it started to calm down a lot after the stage and into this past restart. So I don't know. I mean, pit strategy, it is tough. The front row, it's going to be David Durand and Nathan Fuller once again. Gabe Cazzola and Alonso Chicano, row 2. This has been Whole lot of fun though so far, JP.
Oh yeah, for sure. uh, and I don't expect to see anything less the rest of the night. If you guys literally racing from the apron to the wall, that's just so much fun. Something that's so unique about these 2-milers is as much as handling and gripping the corner matters, the draft matters just as much, and it's unique to these bigger tracks.
So the field is in 3 and 4. We're going to get going with 63 laps to go as pace car pulls into pit road. Inside the restart zone, green flag is waving. Back underway here in SoCal. Like a wall's making it 3 wide.
He's another one will go anywhere it's paved.
And as that's happening, Alonso Chicano to the point. He gets past David Arand.
Yeah, he had a great restart. I have a feeling they probably had that plan. David Durand in, Alonso Chicano just kind of get connected, get a good jump, and Alonso got such a good jump. He's able to get control of this race.
Three wide for 4th. That is McCorkle, Caldwell, and Cazzola. David Arand trying to find a lane to go to. He stays behind Chicano. Cazzola actually going to get behind Caldwell. Caldwell moves up. But he's fanning out through the corner.
Yeah, it's another experienced driver matriculating his way to the front. One thing that gets lost a lot, I think, is that 100 laps is... It seems like a sprint, but it's still a marathon. You still gotta use your brain a little bit out there, and I've seen that from all these drivers here in the top 10. They're doing a great job of keeping their P's and Q's.
David Arand took the race lead. McCorkle stuck his nose to the outside of Chicano. So McCorkle, he wants to get up there. Make it a Celsius sponsored trucks 1-2. McCorkle, he is going to stay high. Not going to get the run down the back straightaway. David Arand still in the lead.
Wow. McCorkle made a pretty big dive to get to the inside of David Durand. Double D's got the momentum on the outside there.
Chicano. He pulled to the inside. He had a big run down the front straightaway. He's going to get ahead of McCorkle. Radius Racing first, second, fourth. McCorkle and Fuller, they're trying to break them up. Both those guys, circumference drivers. Gabe Cazzola getting back into the picture as well. Caldwell fighting on the outside.
Yeah, Gabe Cazzola seemed to fall back a little bit at the beginning of the run. Wonder if he was just conserving his tires.
Cazzola looking higher than anybody else. Trying to get to the outside of Caldwell, not able to do so. He might have gotten to Caldwell's back bumper. Radius drivers doing what they do best. That is taking the fight to the front. See, not too far behind is Curfan. Another Radius driver. Trying to mix things up. Corkle doing an incredible job, though, staying on the bottom. He will lose position to Caldwell, and now side by side with Gazzola, and I assume Gazzola will have some momentum here, as he does. Gazzola pulls down to the bottom.
Gabe's got the grip on the bottom, but just doesn't quite have the draft and help.
How about old Michael Waltz getting into the picture here? He's side by side with Gazzola. Waltz started in 28th position. Talking about aggressive
Yep,
drivers. I think that's Michael's middle name.
Can you believe he used to be more aggressive? I mean, and he's at least let me know, and it's kind of no secret that he's not the best at that qualifying here, just in general.
Oh, goodness.
Golly.
Saw a little bit of contact. We got a yellow anyway. Tyler Watermullen.
Hold that thought for a second.
I think he's rolling. He was slow on the racetrack. Let's see what happened.
Very similar situation happened between Nathan Fuller and Tristan Maher earlier in the race. It looks like Christopher Melton kind of just judges it, gets into the back of Tyler Watermullen, and they get connected, and Watermullen goes for a ride. Josh almost cut the wall there. He got involved in that again. Nothing of his own doing. Shouldn't be too much damage, but
I think just about everybody got through that without much to any damage. And pit road is busy. Sean Cassane, first off pit road. Following Maggio. None of them stopped in their box.
that's intriguing.
We're going to pull another driver in for an interview. Cameron Caldwell, it's boys up in the booth. You got a copy? Usually the answer is yes if you're on track. Cameron Caldwell, it's boys up at the booth. You got a copy?
That'll try channel 2 here.
Try channel 2. Cameron Caldwell, it's boys up at the booth. You got a copy? You know, he even sent me a message under last caution that said, you can pull me in for an interview under yellow. So, I didn't just pull him in. Hey, Cam, how's it going?
Oh, there it is.
Cam, you alive?
Yeah.
Hi!
Hi.
We got him on channel 3, everybody. So, how's it going?
I feel like I've been behind like a semi truck, but like also with like a truck hauling hay, and it's just constant, just stuff hitting your windshield, and this thing don't turn.
Oh goodness.
Well, I know you guys are getting ready to restart, just exiting turn 2, but seems like Radius has been up front all night long so far. Do you think you have the speed to stay up there with them?
Yeah, I definitely do. It's just like I feel like I have a really good truck, and I felt really confident in practice, and I feel like if I got the lead, I could keep it for the rest of the race, honestly. It's just really tough to do that, and I need to be able to run the fence, and when everyone else runs the fence from me, you can't do that. So I'm kind of adapting on the fly, and up to third now, so hope it sticks.
All right, we'll let you get back up in there with your team. Good luck. Maybe we'll talk to you a little bit later.
Yep, thanks, guys.
And on channel 3, that was Cameron Caldwell.
Yeah, talking about the trucks plowing. And I remember this being one of the looser tracks, so that must be new with the recent update.
Yeah, I heard a lot of drivers talking about that. It is a lot tighter as they enter the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Lines of Chicano. Wasting no time. Caldwell up to P2. David Rand got a little... He's struggling.
Michael Walls lost the handle of his truck. He's going to lose a bunch of spots.
Still losing spots. We do have a car stopped on the back straightaway. That's not him. It is the 68 of Tyler Watermullen. Take a quick look at what happened to him.
Lost it on his own. He hit the inside wall a ton, and unfortunately where that is, it's not going to call a caution.
So back up front live here. See, the battle for third is on. David Rand, Fuller, Gazzola. These guys are just magnetic to each other. As here comes Kruger. Kruger started up front. We've got a spin. Saving it, maybe. No, he's going to come back across the track. Saving it again. Spinning now once again. And there's the caution. It is Brett Bennett.
I almost called Nick Hapiak. Yeah, that was a dramatic spin.
Saved it about 5 times. Oh, he come up in front of right. A little bit of contact, and see there, Brett Bennett spinning around, and great awareness by everybody there. I noticed Crump started to move down, and then went back to where he was at, so he didn't get into Bennett there, and nobody else involved. Brett Bennett gonna drive away from that with no additional damage. No damage at all.
Yeah, that should have been a lot bigger of something. Either Brett Bennett should be out of this race, or a lot of other trucks should be. Said everyone keeps going straight. No harm, no foul.
So we are just now past halfway in this race. 52 down, 48 to go. Alonso Chicano He is in the race lead right now, and it is a radius 1, 2, 3. And if you are other teams, that's pretty scary.
For sure. I mean, seems to be one of the tracks where they always almost seem to matriculate towards the front.
You know, I was offered a ride at Radius this season. Or a Radius affiliate. I turned it down. And then we merged with Alonso Chicano Motorsports. Crazy
So does
what
that make you an affiliate?
You know, I think it might. So I think I'd be maybe about, instead of my normal running position of about 20th, maybe right about now, I think I might be 19th. I don't know. Sean Cassane is there. He was the Final Four driver last season.
Yeah, it's kind of been shocking how quiet he's been tonight. I've seen his name pop up top 5, top 10 a few times there, but I would expect him to be battling for the win. The speed he showed, especially at the end of last season, and just hasn't quite been there tonight. Just been a little off, not much.
He was fastest in practice. Qualified 14th. You know, practice, it's really hard to tell with the draft and, you know, difference in the track conditions as well. I mean, you know, now we're into nighttime. It's 8:45 p.m. in session. So it is, you know, way different than what they were, than what it was when they were practicing.
Yeah, so you usually don't want to, you know, obviously you want to be fast in practice, but usually the single lap time doesn't mean everything. It's not the tell-all, and you know, I just wouldn't expect him to qualify, you know, kind of mid-pack and struggle to make his way up there. I'd just, it's good that I'm kind of sounding down on him, because that means he's normally really fast and we expect him to be winning, but being up front. But when that doesn't happen, it's just kind of shocking. It stops in your tracks a little bit.
After last season's season finale, the battle between him and Ethan Fonseca Moreno, when I didn't think that Cassane really had a fighting chance at the end just because of the difference of tires, he proved me wrong. And I told him, I now have a nickname for you. I'm not going to tell you. And I have yet to call him by this nickname that I have.
You need to type it to me. It's an interesting one.
We'll see if he does anything that makes me say it tonight.
Okay, we'll see. Keep that locked away.
Base truck is heading into pit road. Alonso Chicano. David Rand, front row. Green flag back out. Great start for all three of those Radius drivers up front. And Michael Kruger as well. You know, mentioned that he is now a part of Chicano Motorsports with PBR Manufacturing. He's working with these Radius guys.
Yeah, he's working very well. He's been a little quiet tonight too. Made some rumblings at the beginning, but kind of fell back a little bit, and it's good to see him get back up into the top 5 and work with his boss man up there.
We've got a battle for the race lead. It's going to be 3 wide. David Rand jumping all the way to the bottom.
What a move.
Caldwell was wanting it from Chicano, and there almost was contact between those two drivers. David saw an opportunity. He jumped down there. He's not able to really do anything with it after all that, and it's still a side-by-side battle for the lead between Caldwell and Chicano.
And Caldwell, he he said when we pulled him in here for an interview, if he could get the lead, he could keep it. Well, he just took it.
And I wonder if he knows he is my pick to win tonight. Is he has that lead, but Fuller, we know he has been strong tonight. He is to the inside of Chicano. Fuller wants the lead back. And they're almost going to be 3 wide off of turn 2. Fuller slotting into line in front of Cazzola. David Aranda dropping back to 6th.
Guys are fanning out all over the place. Amazing.
I love it. Too bad the real life trucks don't go to a 2-mile track anymore. Fuller challenging on that bottom. Side by side with Chicano. Chicano looked like he wanted to step out of line, go to the inside of Caldwell, but he couldn't because of where Fuller was. And now here comes David Rand back to the outside, right rear of Gabe Cazzola.
He should keep that momentum. He's going to drag another Radius teammate with him. Back there in Kerfan. Yeah, he's just been kind of lurking back there. I've kind of kept an eye on him. He's just kind of biding his time.
And Kruger has jumped up there as well. Kruger, I know the kind of driver he is. All but just a couple of his starts have been on my team. We work so well together. I know the kind of driver he is. And I see a little bit of a difference in what he's doing right here. It's probably because he's working with those Radius guys, seeing what they're doing, getting advice. See him now up in the 4th lane.
Line's definitely migrated to that top, just protecting that top, not letting someone get to your right rear. That happens. Gabe Cazzola wicked loose there. But that happens. Usually you lose your momentum and it's game over. You get past.
It's like a train. When you're stuck on the bottom, you're just watching those drivers on the outside just fly past you in a line, waiting for an opportunity to get up into line, or pray you have a great corner to see if you can pass them. And that's exactly what, because somebody just hit the wall hard in the back. It is Roy Crump. Tons of damage.
Yeah, it's crab walking. This is Roy Crump's truck, and that's his day gone south. Justin's about 16th place after starting 32nd.
Oh, across the nose of Snyder. See here, they were 3 wide. Blinks out for a moment. Snyder was there. A little bit of contact sent Crump around hard into the wall.
And that is a very inopportune time to have a blink. I know it was, right before the contact happened, but you lose that for even just a split second, and you kind of don't know if you're Cole Snyder where to put the truck. And they just, we've seen that already a couple times tonight, where you just kind of get hooked to the truck in front of you, and you can't really get unhooked.
I'm wondering if there is another driver we can pull in. Of course, Cam messaged me and said I could, and didn't talk to me for a while. Anybody you want to talk to?
Oh, see if there's anyone I could.
They're on pit road right now.
Yeah, I'll let them get a pit stop in first. It's not anyone I'm sure is okay with it.
Driver the 6 might take one.
Okay, I'll get him in here. I was gonna say if Michael Walsh was in a voice chat, I would pull him in a second and yell at him. But or Bennett, this is a JP up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's the question?
Yeah, no, nothing. We're just gonna give you a quick little interview, and I want to ask you about your wild ride off of Ford. Just walk me through that.
Yeah, I think I just got net code with Jamie. I'm not sure. I might have come up into him, or he came down into me, but then we kind of got stuck together, and then I had to turn it hard left to keep him, like, 'cause he was trying to turn me up towards the wall, so I had to give a lot of left feel, and then it hooked me back left. And I had it saved, and then I almost had it saved to the left, so then I turned it right, and then it hooked back to the right. And I turned it hard left because I didn't want to come back up in the trap again and just lock it down. 'Cause, you know.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
still got some time to bounce back from that, and
Yeah, I was gonna take fuel only there because I was max fuel saving that entire run, trying to hopefully maybe make it on fuel to the end, but it doesn't matter. Go out here, so. Then I was gonna take fuel only, but then I sped on entering the pit, so I had to. I was trying to mess with my fuel instead, and my tires instead of finishing speed. So, yeah, not a great execution day. I've been kind of behind the 8 ball ever since that early contact with Maher when him and that Ford got together off of 2 on like lap 6 or something like that. So I've just kind of been behind the 8 ball all race trying to make it back. So we'll sit here. Hopefully, I've got good speed. I just gotta hopefully get some luck here. Maybe, hopefully, there's gotta be more caution. So we'll see how it plays. Most people probably have 1 tire set left unless they didn't take one of that caution. So that's going to be what it comes down to.
yeah, it's been a hectic one, and we'll let you get back to work. Thanks for letting us give it a little interview.
Oh, good. Y'all have a good one.
Good luck.
Front row, Chicano, Maggio, they took 2 tires.
Interesting.
And Caldwell going to be the first one on 4 tires.
Especially for Chicano, since he already had track position.
I wonder if he thought more people might take 2 here. We're
Yeah.
getting ready to go green. 35 laps to go. Caldwell wasted no time. He's now to the inside of Chicano. He's going to get past Alonso Chicano for the race lead. They're wrecking in the back.
They're still spinning out down there.
Matthew Stotts, the spin and win Chevy. Oh, he got major loose, then got clipped by Snyder. McCorkle made contact, Ryan Bogey around. And there was somebody else, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, just got loose and nowhere to go for Cole Snyder, and the rest of these guys just have to hang on. Corkle got looks like he has a decent amount of damage to his truck.
I think the somebody else I thought was Justin Rod, and it looked like he actually escaped through that. Because I'm not really seeing anybody else. So pit road is open. McDivitt, Snyder, Poland, Watermullen, Dylan Rott, Polar are in pit road. Looks like a couple more are entering as well. But the majority of everybody stays out here. And I have to imagine this is either for damage repair or just topping off on fuel.
We've got a little bit of damage on the left front.
So this is a Spin and Win 200 from Auto Club Speedway, Fontana, California.
Yeah, I didn't even see what happened to Nathan Fuller, and you got loose just like Matthew Stotts did, and in a little bit of contact with Kerfan and McDivitt. I didn't even see that.
We are coming up to the choose. Caldwell gonna take the outside, as well as Chicano, as well as Kruger. Maggio taking the inside, gonna be the first one on the inside line. Gerfan, how about him? He's been kind of quiet, hanging out inside the top 10.
And sneaky fast all night. Like I said, I did keep my eye on him a little early. I don't know if he got any damage from having a little bit of contact with Nathan Fuller there, but he can't see if he. Let's see if he can't make up for what happened last week. Passing below the line, coming to the finish.
You're in the Flint, Michigan area. Two things. Don't drink the water. And two, go to Kerfan's Market. We're getting ready for the restart. This truck is in. Cameron Caldwell inside the restart zone. Green flag back in the air.
Maggio did not have a good launch.
See, that allowed Kerfan to go to the bottom. He also got a push from Walls. Kerfan up to P2. He
Clear up.
He wants more.
And if you're a Chicano and Maggio, you do not need to get shuffled out of clean air. That'll make those two tires even harder to bear as Kerfan goes for the lead, makes a great lunge.
Kerfan, another driver that just has bad luck. If I had $1 for every time he ran up front and got wrecked out, I'd be a lot richer than I am now, that's for sure. Kerfan. He does not want that to happen. He is battling for second with Michael Kruger. Kruger entering his name back up front. Gabe Cazzola He is stuck on the bottom.
He's still having a great run. Drove it in deep there. Trying to get underneath Michael Kruger, but he's clear of Alonso Chicano.
Trying to break up that radius parade. Oh, a little bit of contact there between Chicano and Walls. Three wide, a little bit further in the back.
Oh, Durand almost went for a ride through the grass. Keeps it straight and it's battling this Alonso Chicano.
Chicano now, you mentioned the dirty air and 2 tires. I think Chicano now is just kind of a sitting duck. Not at all where he wants to be.
Yeah, you really need to control the race to really make that work. If he had control of the race, he'd probably be able to keep everyone at bay. But as soon as you start getting trucks back, and it just makes your truck handle worse and worse.
Top 3, Caldwell, Kerfan, Kruger. But Gazzola at Walls. David Rand. It is just on for the lead. With 27 laps still to go.
And if it's Walls battling for the lead, you know that would be fireworks.
Oh, Walls. He missed the bottom. Sliding up. Struggle here down the front straightaway.
Yeah, but he does have a gap. Gene Rice, so he can get back in line. Kind of just conserve some tire.
Kruger running a little bit lower of a line than the 2 drivers in front of him, and Gazzola all over the tailgate. Kruger keeps doing that. It's only a matter of time before Gazzola is able to make a move, but Kruger took that line away. I noticed Gazzola was loose, and now they are 3 wide for position here. David Rand, Michael Walls, Jamie Wright. Micah about the only driver on the bottom through 1 and 2. He's going to tuck in the line.
Yeah, he's got that gap again and kind of just follow the train right now.
Jamie Wright drove it in hard. He's going to have tucked back in behind Walls. It's gotten calm up front for now.
For now.
Christopher Melt, first one out of line. Not much momentum to do anything. Is now Jurgensmeyer. We haven't really said his name at all tonight.
Yeah, Quiet is the way I describe his name is the way I describe his personality. He's kind of a quiet guy, and he's kind of taking that to his racing here. he's kind of getting the job done right now. Quietly turning into a kind of early era Gen 6 plate track race where they would just kind of bide their time and get the train.
Jonathan Jurgensmeyer trying to make something happen. He was to the inside of Rivers Jones. Melton going to get to the outside now of Jurg.
when the draft is this prominent and everyone's just kind of protecting top, I mean, it is so tempting to go down to the bottom and try and make a pass, but you kind of can't do that unless you're going to slide jump and you know you're going to be clear and have a hole up. Otherwise, you're going to burn tire on the bottom and you're just going to lose spots. It's kind of a no-win situation.
Side-by-side battle for the race lead. Cameron Caldwell up top. He has it. Kerfan wants it. Could have Gorkel slow truck. He is out of the way on the bottom. And Kerfan, he is going to take the race lead away from Cameron Caldwell.
Yeah, he was able to drive it in there deep and just get very clear of Cameron Caldwell. Out of 2.
And now Caldwell looking for the race lead back. He drops all the way down to the bottom. Loose.
Getting there side drafting as hard as he can. And he has to. Oh, he's going to have drafting help there.
Kruger is on the back tailgate of Caldwell. Went back up in the line behind Kerfan. And Kerfan trying to cross over. He's back down to the bottom. These guys, they realized they were almost at 20 to go and now at 20 to go and decided they needed to start racing hard again. Caldwell, still the race leader. Kerfan might lose a position to Kruger here. It is tight, packed racing for the lead here with now 19 laps to go. Kruger gonna clear Kerfan. What does Kruger do? He stays high, actually goes higher than Caldwell does. Caldwell kind of running the middle line. Kerfan back up to second, but here comes the big run from Kruger.
Lucy thought it would be calm, it ratchets right back up. This man's able to clear!
Contact there from Caldwell to Kerfan.
Sure, the last lap, if that was the last lap, that might not have played out like that, because that was a big closing rate difference, but Kerfan a little bit of a break there.
And this has turned from Auto Club to Tala Auto Club.
That's a good way to put it.
Rivers Jones. Oh my goodness! What a move by Cameron Caldwell. What a save by Cameron Caldwell. And now we are 3 wide for the race lead.
He was maybe 7/8 of the way clear and took it. It almost ended disastrously, but he's all right.
Kerfan. He's got half a truck length over Jones. Caldwell giving pressure to Jones. Here comes Kruger.
Yeah, Caldwell got to the right rear of Rivers Jones there. He's got the tire left. He should be able to. He doesn't have the tire left, and Rivers Jones to stay clear.
Oh, contact! Saving? He does!
Yeah, give gun to the wall a little bit. They got a little squirrely. Michael with an amazing save, but Rivers Jones is looking for the lead.
He is looking to the inside of Alex Kerfan. 15 laps to go here at Auto Club. Rivers Jones with the nose ahead of Kerfan. He's going to slide it up in front of Kerfan. Ow! try to play the breaking of the draft game. He pulls down to the bottom. Kerfan right there waiting. Caldwell way up the racetrack.
Oh, Jones. Kind of the wall just a tad, but no, should be no harm, no foul. Shows you how hard he's pushing.
Battle for third. It's Kruger looking underneath Caldwell. He's going to tuck back in the line. Jones once again trying to break the draft. Kerfan. He doesn't want to play part in that. He just stays in line. Gabe Cazzola trying to re-enter his name into this. As he might get past Kruger. Not able to clear him.
Oh, and that's rough. He kind of got draft help down the front straightaway. So he'll be able to stay side by side with Kruger going into one.
Kruger got it. He has a great run. Out of two. Now Kerfan trying to stay in the draft of Jones.
Jones is about the biggest lead we've seen all day. It's been impossible for people to break the draft, and he's getting a little bit of a gap on everybody.
Doing an incredible job. You got some of the best in Kerfan, Caldwell, Kruger. Trying to chase him down, but it's going the opposite way.
He's breaking the draft down the straightaways and got great grip in the corners.
He's going to see 11 laps to go here from Auto Club. Going to spin and win 200. 0.3 of a second ahead of Kerfan. Caldwell running a higher line. Everybody's kind of drifted down to the bottom in the corners.
Yeah, as the tires wear off, having that momentum doesn't matter quite as much, and
Cazzola has a run on Kruger. 10 laps to go. Caldwell staying with the line to the outside. He was all over the tailgate of Kerfan entering two. Side-by-side battle between Cazzola and Kruger now. Caldwell pulls down, trying to give the draft to Kruger. Much rather have Kruger, an affiliate, than Cazzola. As those two, Cazzola and Kruger, still battling hard.
yeah, they've been connected at the hip.
Something just happened with Kruger. He lost a lot of time.
Not sure, but he and Caldwell are fade a little bit.
And Kerfan actually a little bit faster than Rivers Jones that last time by not by much at all. Just under 0.5 of a second with 9 laps to go. Sola trying to put the battle on Caldwell. Kerfan once again just a little bit quicker than Rivers Jones, but not much at all.
Yeah, not by much, and Kerfan just needs a little bit more of that draft down the straightaways to really be able to build a run.
It's 2/100ths of a second the last time by. That's not going to gain you 4/10. He's starting to reel him in a little bit more.
The whole, kind of like a yo-yo, I feel like the pack's starting to kind of come together again a little bit.
Cazzola is underneath Caldwell, trying to get third.
Don't stretch it back out. That.
Looking at 6 laps left here. Jump. Kerfan trying to get redemption after last week. Gabe Cazzola, he is not going away. He's going to get in front of Caldwell. Caldwell looking for the crossover. He slides down. We've got 3 wide just behind these guys. These two still battling hard. Caldwell, he's going to slide up in front of Cazzola.
Oh, Caldwell into the wall. Going to lose a lot of momentum. He's going to lose more than that one spot, I think.
Yeah, going to lose 2 here. Melton and David Rand. Oh, trying the side draft. Six-tenths of a second now for Jones over Kerfan. David Duran, Michael Kruger. They're battling. A lot of shuffling going around here. It's Levi Poland. Christopher Melton up to P4.
Coming on strong here.
He's got over a 6/10 of a second lead on Alex Kerfan. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Now into turn 3. Off turn 4. Coming to the line. Checkered flag is waving. Rivers Jones, your race winner.
What a drive. That was... You had to trek all the way through the field on that last run, and it made it look easy, and you pulled away doing it.
And Kerfan, he finishes second tonight.
Oh, goodness.
You know, Kerfan wanted that win so bad, but with the luck that he has, with the way the race ended last week, you know Kerfan is absolutely going to accept a second place finish.
Gets the nose pointed in the right direction, so to speak, and use that momentum forward.
Rivers Jones. He's going to look to burn him down. Great win for Jones. Adds his name to the winners list. He continues to celebrate. We are going to go ahead and go through our unofficial race results. And finishing first, of course, it is Rivers Jones, Alex Kerpan. P2, Gabe Cazzola brings it home third. Fourth place is going to be Christopher Melton. Levi Poland fifth. David Arand, pole sitter, finishes sixth. Cameron Caldwell, my pick to win, finishes seventh. Michael Kruger 8th, Michael Walls 9th, and Jonathan Jurgensmeyer brings it home in 10th.
11th is Sean Cassane. 12th is Duncan Fall. 13th is Stephen Maggio. 14th, Brett Bennett. 15th is Alonzo Chicano. 16th, Jamie Wright. 17th is Hunter McDevitt. 18th, Bull Snyder. 19th is Josh Arnold. And round out top 20 is Pete Dillon.
21st, Tyler Ottermelin. Justin Rott, 22nd. William Kempf, 23rd. Ryan Bogey, 24th. First truck, laps down, actually 3 laps down, is Nathan Fuller, 25th. Nathan Lehman, 26th, 6 laps down. Cody McCorkle, 27th. Roy Crump, 28th. Matthew Stotts, 29th. Tristan Maher finishes in 30th, as well as our final two, Justin Rand and Harold Tucker, 31st and 32nd. Rivers Jones do the Polish victory lap. Something that we see quite often on JCTV. And you actually can go to Victory Lane here. Or if Rivers... Nope, he's not going to do it. Well, let's go ahead and talk to our top 3. And we'll start with our third place finisher, Gabe Cazzola. Gabe, it was a return for you here tonight at Auto Club. First of all, that was one fun race you were putting on for us and the viewers. You were up front, just mixing it up, doing a great job all race long. What was it like out there, and just coming back into a race in this series?
It was a lot of fun. The entire race, just being able to be up there and make moves the entire time. And there's a lot of times you get stuck on the bottom, but then you get back up there on the outside and you start making moves again. It was incredible.
Battle, I mean, just all night long. Well, at least in the beginning, it was like between David Arand, Nathan Fuller, yourself. I mean, a lot of fun battling. What was it like just, mixing it up with those guys?
A lot of fun. I mean, obviously stage points are on the line, so there's a lot more to it. But even if there wasn't, it was still just, I was trying to get to the lead every single time, but it didn't really matter because the draft was so big. So we were just able to get right back at someone if you pass them.
So third place finish. How much does this really boost confidence for the rest of the season, knowing that you can come in here and compete for potential wins?
It feels incredible. I mean, I went in. I'm not great with the trucks. I didn't think it so, at least. But I was running. I don't know if I was outside the top 10 any during this race. So it feels good that I can run up front and contend for wins and hopefully contend for a championship.
All right, sponsors, shout outs. Who gets it done for you?
And shout out everyone in the call with us. Rivers, obviously, for the win. Justin, Jurg, Micah, Ryan, everybody in there. Just, it was a lot of fun. Obviously, seeing Rivers win was cool because he's my friend. But
Alrighty, well, congrats on the podium finish, and we'll see you next week at, I believe it's Phoenix.
thank you.
Gabe Piazzolla, driver of the number 95. Turn things over to JP, who has our second place finisher, Alex Skurfan.
Yeah, I've caught up with Alex Kerfan here with finishing in second. I know it's not what you wanted, but after what happened last week, I'm sure it gets the season pointed in the right direction. Just walk me through what you needed to be able to give Rivers Jones a run for his money.
Yeah, it's bittersweet for sure, but more sweet, I'd say. I don't have many qualms about this race. I honestly didn't think I had a top 5 truck to start this race. Felt really tight from the get-go, really tough to drive, really tight in, really tight off. But as far as me trying to catch Rivers at the end, his turns 1 and 2 were spectacular, man. At the end, he knew how to take that entry way better than me. I felt like in 3 and 4 we were pretty even, if not me pulling a little bit on him, but his 1 and 2 made up for that and more. So yeah, if I cleaned up 1 and 2, I felt like I could have maybe got back to his bumper, but passing him is another deal at this track. This was the tightest we've felt this truck at this track. It was pretty brutal.
Yeah, we heard a lot of that tonight, and looking forward to next week at Phoenix. Does this give you the confidence you need to go out there and snap this drought that's been going on for way too long? You've been in position too many times, and
yeah,
I know it's coming soon. Do you think that this gives you the confidence that you can do it next week?
Yeah, I know it's coming too. It's historically I've been known to burn my right front off on long runs, and with a setup with the trucks this tight, with how I was able to manage at the end, it really surprised me. It really gives me confidence that when we go to the tracks that have a more loose setup, I'm going to be just fine, and I'll be able to be right up front at the end consistently if I don't get involved in other dealios.
Good way to put it. And before I let you go, do you have any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Kerfan's Market, as always, for the main sponsorship, the nice big logo on the truck. It looks beautiful. I'd like to thank C2 Graphics for making the beautiful scheme. Thank Grid Network, JCTV for the broadcast. Thank anyone else I missed, Corewell Health. I'd like to thank my friends and family for watching the stream. It's really cool that they enjoyed watching. And as always, guys, good broadcast.
Thank you, and congrats on the second place there.
Thank you.
That was the second place finisher, driver number 30, Alex Skurfan, and I believe Josh Coppernall has caught up with the winner, Rivers Jones.
And I have. Rivers, first of all, incredible win. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.
I'll be honest. We were so focused on other drivers up front, and then you just kind of came out of nowhere. That last run. What were you doing differently than everybody else?
So, what I noticed is that a lot of people were taking the top in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and that was really, I think, what the difference ended up being was the tires, because I wasn't running the top very much. I was running the bottom mostly, and I don't know, the way that I was like lifting and braking, it made my car feel good, it handled good, and I was just trying to make sure not to really beat up the tires too much, and I just kind of stormed through the field at that point. I mean, once I knew that my tires will be a lot better, I just used that to my advantage.
You got up to the race lead. You pulled away from Kerfan. I mean, I read in Discord here that you were surprised. I mean,
yeah, I was really surprised because to start the race there was that big wreck in turn 1 and 2 on lap 1, and I got a pretty good amount of damage after the 5 kind of wrecked up the racetrack, and I got into his door, and that gave me actually like 30 seconds of required damage and 5.5 minutes of optionals. So my truck was really off balance for the first, I would say, 50 laps of the race, and we had enough cautions to the point where I was able to actually repair all of my damage. And once I repaired all my damage, then I was really able to start racing, you know.
Well, it was an incredible win, incredible drive overall for you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Sponsor shout-outs. Who gets it done for you?
I'd like to shout out all the Goat drivers, Justin, Jurg, Steven, Brian. I'm forgetting other people, but I was in the Discord call with them, and it's just a great time.
All right. Congrats on the win, and we'll see you next week at Phoenix.
Thank you so much, man. Y'all have a good one.
You as well. And that was race winner Rivers Jones here in the Spin and Win 200 at Auto Club Speedway. That was a lot of fun. It's been a long time since I've done a broadcast for BSR. Well, I mean, not too long, but still been a while with Dawson taking over. But Dawson having fun in Indianapolis for real-life NASCAR stuff. So I was prepared to race. Was handed a microphone instead. But what a race. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we saw it all. We saw a little bit of pack racing. We saw a little bit of tire management matter. We saw people up near the wall. We saw people running the bottom. And through it all, 5 minutes of damage and all, Rivers Jones found a way to get his truck into victory lane.
Next week, we head to Phoenix Raceway, a track that, well, we've had some interesting races. I've had some interesting finishes, and I'm looking forward to getting back there to see where I can finish. Last season wasn't the greatest race, but the season before that ended up with a 4th place finish. I love that track in Cup cars. I don't in trucks, but we'll see. We'll see what happens next week at Phoenix, and I'm already looking forward to that. But we've got some other racing coming up on JCTV beforehand, and that is Monday night. We actually have race 2 of the BSR Cup Series. We did not have a broadcast last week. I was actually given the green light to race, and then, well, iRacing wouldn't even load for me, so even if I was not given the green light to race, I still don't think we would have had a broadcast because I literally couldn't load into the session. I've been having lots of issues with iRacing or broadcasting lately. I'm glad tonight was 100% a success. I think we had a little bit of blinking issues in the beginning. That went away, never came back, thankfully. But Monday night, we do have the BSR Cup Series racing, I believe, right here at Auto Club. I'm going to have to check.
Pretty sure it's on the
It is Auto Club, yes. So that is Monday. Same time as the trucks. 7 p.m. is practice. We're not going to go on air until 7:45-ish. But we'll be on air before qualifying starts at 8. Also, something else that hasn't been mentioned, well, by me at least, I don't know if it was mentioned last week at all. We do have the Sports Car Challenge BSR is bringing, which is also on Monday nights. It's going to be obviously not running at the same time as Cup. We're going to have some races that are on Mondays, starting at 8, and others that are not. We'll get to that later. That first race is at Sebring. 2-hour race, or I'm sorry, not a 2-hour race. It is a 100-minute race. Going to be Sebring July 29th. But the next race you can check out on JCTV is Auto Club in the BSR Fastlane Cup Series. So you are not going to want to miss that. This has been a fun one. Big shout out to all the fans watching. The admins that make this happen, the drivers, everybody is outstanding. Love this league a lot. And big shout out to Jonathan Parker, as always, for commentating BSR Truck Series. So thank you. And on behalf of Jonathan Parker, I'm Joshua Copperl, signing out. Saying so long. Take care. And we'll see you next time.